guys, I hope you're all doing well. I had a bit of a cold the other day, so my voice sounds a little bit funny. I'm sorry about that. It will return to normal, I hope, so don't fret too much. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been uploading more Witcher 3 content the last few days. I really enjoyed playing The Witcher 3. I've played it once before. I'm now going to play it again. I haven't played the DLCs yet, so I'm going to do that as well. And yeah, I look forward to sharing more of those videos. Let me know if you guys want to see more, or if you just want to see Gwent content. You know, I'm very flexible. I'll do whatever you guys want to see on the channel, but I do enjoy playing Witcher 3 just as much as I enjoy playing Gwent, so hopefully I can do both. But now to the deck guide. This is Battle Trance. It's not that new. It was quite popular a few seasons ago. This is one of my favorite lists at the moment. It's so fun to play. It got me to pro rank the other day, and I'll show that to you in just a bit. Now, how this deck works is it is entirely based on alchemy and Crow Clan preachers getting buffs because of alchemy cards. Now, this also has a nice discard package, meaning we have quite a few cards that get rid of cards from our deck. And because Colgrim appears to have become meta, unfortunately, a discard package is simply amazing, because if they try to clog your deck, meaning they add cards to your deck so you have more useless cards and so that Colgrim can become large, if we just get rid of those cards with our discard package, Colgrim ends up being rather useless. So let me get to the deck and let me show you how it works. Alright, so let's start off with the discard package. If we are on blue coin, we're going to start with the Mask of Ouroboros. This allows us to draw a card and discard a card. This will also spawn 2 crows in your melee row. Now, ideally, we really want to actually draw Carl round 1, especially if we are red coin, because it gives us a lot of tempo. Unfortunately, we don't always draw a discard package in round 1, so we have to make do with what we have. But what Coral does is she will draw a card and then discard a card. And whenever you discard a card, she will also damage a random enemy unit by 2. So you can see why this is quite strong. You ideally want to combine her with something like the Mask of Ouroboros. You want to combine her with Burner Baron, which will draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. The other card we have is obviously the Haymace Skald, who will also draw a card and discard a card. Now, the cards we want to discard are the following. Firstly, we have 2 Tursix Skirmishers. They will pop onto your melee row if they are discarded, so this is 4 extra points you get essentially. Then we have Morkvarg, which is 5 points you get. This will also pop onto the melee row if you discard the card. Now, we also have Darren in this deck. Darren is pretty cool, but he doesn't exactly work how a lot of people think he does. You play him on the range row, then he'll damage himself by 3 and move a card from your deck to the graveyard. Now, keep in mind that this is not discarding, it is moving a card. So it doesn't technically count as discard because those words aren't used. So what does this mean? So it means if you use Darren, Carl won't damage something by 2 points. If you move a skirmisher to the graveyard, it also doesn't count as discarded, so this card won't come out onto the board. The only 2 cards you want to use with Darren are the following. First is Morkvarg, because Morkvarg doesn't only require discarding. When this unit enters your graveyard, it will come onto your melee row. So Morkvarg can actually be used with Darren and it will work as it normally does. The other option we have is Crow Mother. Now, Crow Mother you normally want to play from your hand. It will play for 8 points altogether, and in the next round it will come out from your graveyard for 4 points if you play an alchemy card. This is quite nice and an extra little bit of carryover you get from your graveyard. Now, the thing with Crow Mother is you really want to have her in your graveyard for round 2 and 3, but you might not always draw her in round 1. So, if need be, you can use Darren to put her in your graveyard. So Darren can either be used with Morkvarg or with Crow Mother. If you put Crow Mother in your graveyard, she will come out the moment you play an alchemy card. So you'll still get 4 points for Crow Mother in round 1 if you play an alchemy card after having put her there. So this is just Very nice, and it really helps to thin the deck. Now, let's say you draw Darren in round 3 and you have nothing left you want to put in your graveyard. Well, you can play him in the melee row. If you play him in the melee row, he won't damage himself by 3, but he won't do anything else either. This is better than playing him in the range row for no reason at all and damaging himself. So, if need be, Darren can be played in the melee row, and he'll play for a solid 8 points if you needed to. Alright, now let's get to our other synergies. The first and main win condition in this deck is going to be Geddineth. Now, Geddineth is triggered every time you play a Druid. Now, we have several Druids in this deck. We have Crow Clan Preachers, we have the Crow Mother, who is also a Druid, we also have the Halfer Singer, and we have multiple ways of resurrecting these cards from the graveyard if you've already used them in round 1 or 2. So, the most Crow Clan Preachers you can have on your side of the board at the same time is 4. If you ever find yourself in a mirror match with another Battle Trance deck, the person who has the most Crow Clan Preachers is going to win. Now, how many can you actually afford to commit in round 1 before you play Geddy? Well, the answer is normally going to be about 2. If you play a Crow Clan Preacher in round 1, or maybe 2, you'll be able to resurrect the first with Freya's Blessing, which will play a Bronze Skellig unit from your graveyard, and the second one you'll be able to resurrect with Fukusha. Fukusha will play a Skellig unit from your graveyard with a provision cost of 10 or less, and then will spawn rain on the opposite row with the duration equal to unused provisions. This is obviously going to be quite a bit because 10 minus 4 is 6, so that's 6 turns of a rain you get, which is going to be 12 points of damage. Not bad. Now, another way to get a Crow Clan Preacher is through the Mushy Truffle. The Mushy Truffle will spawn and play a bonded unit from your starting deck. The only bonded units we have in our starting deck is the Crow Clan Preachers as well as the Little Halfroos. Now, Little Halfroos are nice, but if you have to play your Mushy Truffle earlier in round 1, I still suggest you go with a Crow Clan Preacher. Having Crow Clan Preachers in your graveyard is not a bad thing. The idea is sincerely to resurrect them later, so you can get a long round 3, or even a short round 3, with Geddineth and as many Crow Clan Preachers as you can possibly have. If you run out of Druids, you still have something like the Halfroos Singer. This is not a bad card. How the Halfroos Singer works is, it will heal an allied unit by 2, meaning the card has to be damaged. And then after that, every turn, if you heal an allied unit, this card will spawn a Deafening Siren on this row. So that is pretty awesome. Now, our leader ability is really synergistic. It spawns and plays a Madrome, which is an alchemy card that damages a unit by 3, then boosted by 9. 6 points essentially, and whenever you play an alchemy card, heal a random allied unit by 1. So if you have damaged units on your side of the board, every time you play an alchemy card, one of those damaged units will get 1 point of boost. That's only if it's damaged, meaning it heals. So this is just super synergistic. Now, the Crow Clan Preachers also have this little keyword you have to note, which is bonded, meaning if there's 2 of these on the board, instead of boosting themselves by 1 every time you play an alchemy card, they will boost themselves by 2. So you definitely want 2 or more of these when you're playing them. So let's say you have 4 of these in round 3, right? Every time you play an alchemy card, each one of those are going to boost themselves by 2 points. So that's 8 points for every alchemy card, along with the alchemy card itself. It's insane, and people are going to try and force you to play Geddineth in round 2 or 1. Therefore, it's kind of important to win round 1 at all costs, because otherwise you're going to get bled in round 2, and it's going to make your entire strategy fall to pieces. One of the cards that allows to do this is Sunset Wanderers, which provides us with some tempo. If you have to commit this round 1, that's fine. It is meant for you to secure round control. Now, the way this works is, of course, it starts in the leftmost side of your hand. Every turn it will move 1 position to the right. When it reaches the far right position, it will leave your hand and go onto the board and play for a lot of points. Now, if you want to manipulate this, a discard package is ideal. All of our discard package cards will draw a card before discarding a card. So if you draw a card, it comes from the right side of the board, meaning the Sunset Wanderers will have another turn it can move before popping out. and you can easily manipulate Sunset Wanderers through this manner. It's the ideal card to have in this deck. We also have some toll removal in the form of Karathi Heatwave. In a mirror match, you always will use Heatwave to get rid of their Gedeneth. Then we have some removal to get rid of other Crow Clan creatures. One of this is Giga Scorpion Decoction. It will damage a unit by 6 times. The other one is Delirium. Now, this is just a must-have. Delirium is great because if you play against something like Saskia in a hand buff deck, you will maybe be able to snipe Saskia and kill her without having to touch her because she has immunity. So I love these two cards. They're pretty nice to have. Then we have Dwim Viandra. Dwim Viandra is going to be used with your Mushy Truffle. If you play it on the range row, it will refresh the order of an allied location. Now, the Mushy Truffle, of course, will not only spawn and play a bonded unit, you'll also be able to play Golden Froth, which is an alchemy card. So you can replay the alchemy card with Dwim Viandra, and that will just play for loads of points if you're playing with Crow Clan Preachers. The last cards we have in this deck is 2 Swallows, which will boost the unit by 6, and then a Madram, which will damage the unit by 3 and boost it by 9. Of course, if using the Madram, you want to use it on one of your own units that is at least 4 points. Don't kill a 3-point unit, please. It's not going to boost by 9 if you damage it by 3 and kill it. But you have the option of using Madram on an enemy unit if you really think it's worth doing. If the enemy unit is 3 points or less, you can kill it with Madram. If it's 4 or higher, you're not going to kill it. You're going to damage it and then give it 6 points. So don't do it. It's not worth doing. Anyway, guys, this is the deck. It's one of my favorite decks of all time, if I'm going to be honest. It's pretty solid. It is very secure. If you craft this deck, it won't fall out of meta anytime soon. You'll be able to play this deck for a long time. It's very consistent, it's sturdy, and it wins enough games. I'm now going to show you the games I played during my subathon the other day. So please excuse the timer in the corner and the sub goal. They were just cosmetics for fun, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you later with more Witcher 3 playthroughs and also some more Gwent guides. That's unfortunate.
Let's get this over with.
Alright, playing against potential Kali. Let's go. So we get rid of the Freya's Blessing, we get rid of Swallow, and get rid of Crow Clan Preacher. Good hand. Might be a bit of overcommitment, depending on what they play. If they play Kali, we're in a good position. We should start off with Darren into Crow Mother. Igni and Yerden are some of the most aggravating cards in the entire game. I mean, I'm a fan of having to calculate and set things up like Igni. Like, they waited for that 10 points. I respect it. But Yerden, on the other hand, not that we're exactly losing against Yerden. I don't remember the last time we've lost against Yerden. Jagon giving out 5 subs. Thank you, Jagon. That's amazing of you. I appreciate it so much. And welcome Daymore, Siggy, Zyamaruth, Colossus, and Vizuf. Thanks so much. I hope you're doing amazing.
That might even be amusing.
What was I even about to say? I was about to say Yerden does not need setup at all. So I've never been a huge fan. It's far too easy to just play, right? It's like you just play it and it just resets everything. Easy peasy. But then again, it's easier said than done. If it was that strong, everybody would be playing it. It would be as simple as that. Everyone would just play it and they'd win, but they're not. So it means it's not as strong as we perceive it to be. It's just irritating when it does work. What's revived the fairy? We will have to reach it to find out. I'm only doing this to revive the fairy. Where is that even? I don't know.
Your magic can't
I
harm
might
me.
move everything
No magic
forward.
can.
I shall see. How about Burnabrand?
We shall do it my way.
Depending on how I feel, I wouldn't mind doing this and that. Okay. And then another Haymace Scald. But what do I get? Is the question. I can throw away almost all of these except for doing the Andra. Heatwave. Now see, I simply don't trust the Heatwave. To me, that's just Callie coming out to play. How was Glimpse of Luna? Fantastic. I really like the game. Really like the game. I'm going to do another stream next week. I tackled the Tagari faction this week. I made a YouTube video about it if anybody's interested. And next week I'm tackling the Nafar, I think it's called the Nafar. I need to double check. I haven't done my research yet. Ah, that's the card I didn't want to throw away. It's not great. How far did you get into Witcher 3? Not far. I'm excited to continue it. I was about to type it up, but apparently we'll have to reach it. And KC coming in with a prime. Welcome, KC. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. This is getting awkward, I'm gonna be honest. It's getting a bit awkward. I don't know what to play from here on out. If it really is Callie, we can't afford to lose exactly. We cannot afford to lose. Do you ever heatwave it? I was considering doing it. Especially with the card down, we can't afford to do it. Okay, here we go.
One who is blind can yet see.
Like, I don't think they're necessarily passing. They are probably playing Callie. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't feel great, honestly. Lol. I'm gonna have to do that again, friend. Igni's more skill-based and both only work in the right matchup. I just hate both cards because I never think about them until it's too late. I never really think anybody is crazy enough to play them, and then they do. Again, Yerden hardly ever really works when they play it against me, but Igni is frustrating. But I mean, Igni is just like a well-placed heatwave most of the time. People hardly ever get it to actually work the way it's intended to, like that previous game. We definitely need another... Well, okay, we got our Freya's Blessing. We're actually in a good position.
Oh, I sense trouble.
Oh, it's Yerden. I mean, Callie. I was not expecting Callie. Oh no. What am I gonna do? What are you gonna do when all the odds are against you? You're gonna fight for what's right. Battle gone, gone, gone. Battle gone.
Reach beyond what the eyes see and the ears hear.
Callie keeps eating Crow Mother? I hope so.
before modern Freya.
I hear you.
Man is an arrogant creature.
All it takes is a wee sacrifice.
Only thing better is boat? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Lol. So I probably see Old Spirited coming out now with Callie. And I get what? Carl, Darren, and Berna. I mean, that's not bad. So Witch's Sabbath isn't exactly going to destroy me. We're in a good position. I didn't like this. Oh no. What do we have left? Oh, nothing great, actually. Yeah, I guess this is the best we're gonna get, right? I mean, I feel like we're in a good position. If they use Witch's Sabbath now, it's not exactly a problem. Yeah, it's fine.
We stand before the Queen of Skellige.
Folk can be just as treacherous as the sea.
One who is blind can yet see. A poison beaks like a poisoned arrowhead.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
Any mushroom lickers? Knickers. Candidos, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the pack. Grab yourself a ticket for the next giveaway. Definitely go do that.
Oh, how wonderful! You speak our tongue.
I mean, we probably win, right? Probably win.
A beautiful pair of legs.
I don't see them getting ahead. It's fine. GG. GG. We probably win Copium, yeah. Close game. Very close. This game should be my game. We're pretty good against meta lists at the moment with this list. I think with the amount of Nilfgaard defenders and hand buff lately, I think Geralt Axie will find value consistently again. And Glupius, thanks for the follow. Thank you very much, Glupius. Blue coin, red coin, red coin, red coin, red coin. Good hand. Very good hand. Okay. Win at all costs. And looking like a gremlin. Everything that doing food noises will trigger cats. Yeah. We give them the wet food every morning. You get dry food and wet food, and the wet food is obviously way more closer to real food than the dried version. And the moment they hear any wrapping paper, they assume it's food time. And then we have to give them food because we feel bad. Okay, so somebody has every single card in their hand they want. And the more we can get out, the better. Oh, if only we had Heat Wave. Nah. Okay. Yeah. One down, 2 to go.
The earth will flow with the blood of Enshay. the blood of elves.
No!
Just one more.
My cat knows the sound of silverware. He'll come from wherever he is in the house if he hears it.
Fertile
Oh, it's adorable. Silverware.
Feathers whisper.
That's very cute. Call of the Forest.
Head north, Vanity.
A hand buff Alzer, do you think so?
At 2 centuries, you behaved like you were barely one.
The Valley of Flowers. There is no place more beautiful. Grow, my beauties. Reach high into the sky. I can do a great deal more for you.
Crack and eat me girlies. Looky here. You'll regret your mum ever squirting you out.
So be it.
Oh! Snipe! What are the chances? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Say I do care.
Thanks.
That was insane. The chances to that was absolutely astronomical. Oh. Huh. I mean, that makes a massive difference.
Kiss far and
All the orbs coming out now? Surely that wasn't the plan, was it? Are we truly playing against Alzer? Because this is not going well for our friend. I feel like this is me passing, yes? Sniper Carl at your service, hell yeah. That's what I call skill. Thank you so much. I've worked 11 hours today to craft and hone the skill, and I think we're there. We're close, we're close. So what are we getting now? Surely not an Alzer. You know what, I just, if this was something we could play with Morntart, this would be pretty strong, right? Probably passing, though chances are it's not a pass. Hand looks fine. Scald can go, and maybe Hafu. It's Alzer without Alzer. Now, I think Gourd might be a thing. I wonder. You can't fit these cards in a normal... Oh, lol. Shame. I told you, 1 down, 2 to go. It's now 2 down, 1 to go. They only have 3 cards that can actually boost their cards consistently without being a special card. And that's 2 Hawkers, Smugglers.
the elders must put a stop to
You know what, I didn't trust this one bit.
Face devastation.
I would really like to heat wave it. I probably shouldn't. No. No reason to. No. No, I'm feeling very comfortable actually. We're fine.
One who is blind can yet
Isn't it just
see.
hand buff? Well, what would be the reasoning for all of that though? All of those orbs.
Right-head Sparley!
Oh my gosh, please stop.
Splendid crops this year, and ever they
This
shall
is
be.
highly suspicious behavior.
You will not. You shall never find peace. Best drown yourself with those damn nets.
I'm not heat waving it. I'm not. There's no need to. They're not catching up. No way.
Pride is all we've left.
The soil is fertile with magic.
Nah. Sus behavior? Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? They're obviously trying to bleed me, but they're gonna struggle doing it.
My home is wherever the road takes.
I mean, they're playing out all their win cons. They're left with essentially nothing. And if I can remain ahead, they're in trouble because I just heatwave their gourd. There it is. I knew it. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. There we go. Plop. And pass. Final card. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank goodness. We were in trouble there at the beginning. If it wasn't for that snipe, I don't know what would have happened. We were really in trouble. We would have lost some round control there, I'd say. Oh, this is so nice. Couldn't have asked for a better hand. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. I could get rid of the half-roost singer. Yep, nice. I should have started with the Crow Clan Preacher here, to be fair. That's my fault. I lost out on some points because of it. But I think we're so far ahead, it's fine, to be honest. Hey, you win the video game hand pog.
Fine. If my coin's ragged to you, go kiss a dog and eat its tail.
Curious to see what the last card is and if it's worth anything. Even if it's a Goliath, I can't imagine it being enough. Do you find it easier to climb off stream? Yes. I do. I can't say if people snipe. It's possible. But I definitely climb easier off stream, that's for sure.
One who is blind can yet see.
Who nicked my mushrooms again? Skags? Yep.
Maldito as melons! You're one dead thunderhead!
Red coin? Okay, that's fine.
Goody. I was getting bored.
Streamer rules were so strict. What rules? The boss game, yes. Okay, hand looks good. Hand looks great. Freya's blessing can go and swallow. Oh look, it's alpha. I like this a lot. Oh no, you can swear on Twitch. I'm just not the type of person who likes to swear a lot in front of people. I don't know, I try not to. But when I'm playing alone, it's much easier to do it by accident. Yeah, you just have to set your settings to 18 plus, in all honesty. You're allowed to do it. Swear like a pirate? No, I swear in Afrikaans. It's way more effective.
Accept our sacrifice!
Just one.
Interesting. This might be a self-harm deck. Yeah, I wish you would have been gone a long time ago. Hey Joseph. Can we get some Afrikaans swears? The problem is these things will all be clipped and used against me in the future. So I do not know what to tell you. Let's go with this.
You can kiss my
But there are
tray
many,
goodbye.
many South African words I could teach you.
TB hey TB cozy.
Willy lily lee, willy lily lee, willy lee, willy lee. Forfeit, 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 please. I want to get some pizza. Yoshi, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it.
Step careful.
Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if I was meant to be that way. I'm so confused. Disgusting mode player. I don't know what the Afrikaans word for disgusting is. But you could say akelig. You could say vieslik. Horrible. That's horrible, of course. Afzittend. Forfeit, 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 forfeit. Yes, please. Do it. Do it for the greater good. I got rid of your Melusine and you saw you had nothing left. No reason to continue playing today. You said TR needs to go play Witcher 3 and get some pizza. Yeah? That's what you thought? Yes, this is what you thought. You came to the conclusion. Yes. Yes! We did it! We're back to pro rank. And it did not take us 12 hours, as you might think. No, we played games in between. I swear. I swear this is what happened. GG, guys. GG. Please? Yeah. GG. Woo! They forfeited. They forfeited. We're back. Yes. Okay. Top 200, here we come. Just not today. Just not today.